Horace Kephart, writer and outdoorsman, who adopted the Great Smoky Mountains of North Carolina as his home. He will long be remembered for his role in supporting the idea of a park in the Great Smokies. Kephart was well known as an expert on outdoor equipment, and his reviews could be found in Field and Stream, Sports Afield, and Forest and Stream magazines. He was quite particular about his outdoor equipment, including knives, so much so that he rejected existing knives for his own design. Lynn Brooks also knows knives. He's the maker of a limited number of Kephart knife reproductions, being produced to commemorate what would have been Kephart's 150th birthday.
A well handcrafted knife is different than a production knife. It's a better piece of steel. It is heat treated with care, not in mass. And in this case, I do 2 at a time. The heat treating process is well controlled as far as hardness and the area that is heat treated. And a handcrafted knife, well handcrafted knife, there are no cracks in between the handle and the blade to draw moisture that will destroy the knife. This was the ideal knife then, and even now it's I believe it's about as utilitarian as anything you can find. This was the right size, 4-inch long blade, 1 inch wide, of course 4.5-inch handle. That's as much blade as you need for most utilitarian things around the camp, or skinning or hunting or anything you'd want to do around the camp.
It's a process that takes many steps. The know-how to turn these materials, carbon steel and walnut, into a trusted tool, and an instinct for when the knife feels right in the hand.
I've always had an interest in knives ever since I was a little kid. I was 9 years old. I started working on knives, trying to make knives. Formby's tung oil finish, and I believe it's a finish that's been used for many, many years. So I would imagine it could have possibly been used in the manufacture of the Kephart knife 100 years ago. The handcrafted knife has a much thinner edge. Much thinner blade. The thin blade cuts very well. A thin blade is easy to sharpen. A thick blade is hard to sharpen. So, and a good piece of steel holds an edge for a long time. A well handcrafted knife will give many years of good service and last a long time. I've seen the original Kephart knife, and I've read how much he used it in the woods, and it was worn down some, but it wasn't all that much. The blade still looked plenty usable. The handle looked like it was pretty well used up. But that knife is over 100 years old too, so you can say it gave good service, and I believe this one will too.
All the sanding, shaping, and polishing result in a superior handcrafted knife, one that's fit for the knife maker's name. Great Smoky Mountains Association offers the Kephart knife reproduction, complete with leather sheath and a walnut display box, in limited quantities on our website, www.smokiesinformation.org, and in visitor centers throughout the park.